Hello and welcome to Account of Stewardship. This is a program that we get to profile our leaders and hold them accountable. And today on the program, we have the stewardship of Senator Abdul Aziz Yari Abubakar, representing Zamfara West Senatorial District, giving account of the stewardship in the last 1 year. Don't worry, my name is Mayowa Uluabi. Stay with us.
Distinguished Senator Abdulaziz Yari is the senator representing Zamfara West Senatorial District in the 10th Senate. He was elected to represent his people after serving as governor of the state for 2 terms of 4 years each. He is the chairman of the Senate Committee on Water Resources and Sanitation, with oversight over the Ministry of Water Resources and its 16 agencies, including dams and other critical infrastructure across the nation. Senator Abdulaziz Yari has touched the lives of the people of Zamfara State even while out of political office between 2019 and 2023. He stepped up support for the people of the state in the wake of the removal of fuel subsidy by the federal government by distributing 150 trucks of assorted grains to 176,000 households across the state. This brought succor to those reeling from the high cost of living and, more importantly, brought food prices crashing down across the state.
In the last 1 year, Abdul Aziz Yari must have doled out over 300 trucks of grains in Zamfara State alone. 300,000. I myself went and launched 150,000 trucks to the people of the state. So day in, day out, this is what he has been doing.
During the Muslim festival of Eid al-Adha, distinguished Senator Abdulaziz Yari set up a committee to distribute even more food items to the people of the state. Each of the 14 local government areas got 2 truckloads of rice, which were distributed by the ulama committees to avoid political bias and ensure fairness. The rice was shared among selected beneficiaries, with 6 individuals sharing one 50-kilogram bag of rice. A total of 200,000 households benefited from this huge gesture. 17,500 households in each local government area and 22,500 households in the capital Gusau.
Ya ba mu Abdulaziz Yari a wannan mazabata mu dan ya zama abin alfahari gare mu. Akalla ni ba zan iya iyakance in faɗa maka irin ayyuka abubuwa na alheri waɗanda Abdulaziz Yari ya kawo ga wannan mazaba ba. In ni da kai mun kwana da kai ba zan iya iyakance maka su dan ba zan iya kirge su ba. Ba zan iya kirge su ba. Amma daga ciki akwai muhimmai da yawa wanda zai yi makwatance da su. Akwai akalla gida ya yi 100 waɗanda Abdulaziz ya siye su, ya rushe su, ya biya masu su, wanda za a faɗaɗa wannan babban masallacin Juma'at. Na farko, na biyu, in ka taho cikin garin Talatin Mafara musamman da dare, wannan sola da aka sawa za ka ga cewa insha Allah kuma cikin Abuja kake. Aziz Yari wanda yake duk ƴaƴan jam'iyya suna fata Abdulaziz Yari shigo mahora, wanda ya sha rota biyu bai to mahora ba to duk dan jam'iyyar APC na Talata Mafara ba zai ji dadi ba, saboda sun san shigowar shi Talata Mafara alheri ne. Zaka samu ka ci abinci na watanni da abin da zaka samu gare shi.
Saboda mata sun more da zuwa ne Senate, maza ma sun more, kananan yara ma sun more, matasa sun more, kowa da kowa ya more na a cikin garin Talatan Mafara da ma jihar Zamfara baki ɗaya kai da ma Najeriya baki ɗaya. To yanzu dai kawai aikin da aka kai ne. Sololi ga suna ana sawa garin Talatan Mafara, zaka ga mutane yara matasa masu sana'o'i waɗanda ba su da abin da za su haska sana'ar su sun zo gindunan sololin da an kasa sun kafa sana'ar su, kuma mutane suna taruwa kuna ana sawa gaba ɗaya yankin garin Talatan Mafara. Daga nan har bypass za a sa sola, sannan kuma daga nan ne ga har gadar da yayi tashi za a sa sola. kuma ana sa sannan ga riyojin murtsace nan kowace garka kowace shiya gurgudu mun samu matsalar ɗauke wuta kwana biyu amma mahora ba a magani ba saboda waɗannan buhol ɗin da an ka samu. Muna godiya alhamdulillah idan saboda babu abun da a rayuwa ta mutum illi a inganta shi.
The 14 local government area in Zamfara state, there is no part that you enter and you will not see that Senator Abdulaziz Yari has put in borehole and has also installed solar lights.
Chairman of the State Distribution Committee and leader of the AA Yari political organization, Honorable Lawal M. Liman, speaks more on the gesture.
His Excellency Yari has been given so many names in terms of developmental project we witnessed during his tenure as the governor of Zamfara State. He has seen so many projects. One good thing I can say is that schools, works, what have you, and even the welfare packages. After his tenure as the governor of Zamfara State, he continued to do much and much more for the people. That's why whenever you say Yari, the first thing that will come in somebody's mind is support. Yari would always like to support people. Yari always like to touch you, to change you. And one good thing about him is that he doesn't even want people to know when he was doing it. So we thank God for that. And if you look at the constituency currently, if there's anything like pass mark, because he started doing it even before swearing in. If you look at what happened in Gumi, you see the bridges he constructed. You see the roads done up now in Bukuyu. And you see what is happening in Talata Mafa and all the 6 local government he represents. And that's what wonderful. And when you said, sometimes people may even say when he was, if you see Yari intervening across the state, you say, but you don't forget he was a former governor. And Yari is called Jagora in Zamfara. So not only Zamfara, Jagora means leader. So we thank God for his life and we'll continue to pray for him to get more. Because once he gets, people get. After the removal of the fuel subsidy, you know how the country, how hot it was. He started first feeding about 176,000 households. After that, he make it 250,000 households. Coincidentally, it coincided with the Ramadan period, which he normally do. Even when he was the governor, even after leaving office as the governor. Whenever it is Ramadan period, he would surely come in and support people with something to take care of the fasting. So this time around, he doubled it. Each and every local government, the Latin local government received about 25 trucks of different assorted, about 17,500 households benefited. And the state capital also had 22,500, making a total of 250,000.
The former governor has also touched the agricultural sector of the state by providing 180 trucks of fertilizer to be sold to farmers at 20,000 naira instead of the prevailing market price of 40,000 naira per bag.
The rainy season, he come along with the fertilizer. We just finished distribution 176 trucks. In fact, he added 4 because of the party executive, make it 180 trucks of fertilizer, NPK and urea. His constituency had about 6 trucks, and other 8 local government had 5. So you need to visit Zamfara and see how our farms are now, because the NPK is 50-50. People see the difference. If you apply it, you see the difference, and we're happy that about 90%, if not 95%, of those who benefited. When he said the fertilizer, as I said earlier, it was sold for 45 to 47,000. So he said 50% subsidy. And later I said no, 20,000 per bag. And the price also come down because when you have many in the market, you have 86 trucks coming to Zamfara. Automatically, those who wanted to sell it at a very exorbitant price, they have no option than to. You see how we were commissioning project that time, that's why people call him road master. The master of all. In fact, we have seen a lot of transformation, a lot of changes in Zamfara. If you can recall, each local government, he was the first government in the whole federation as a then who constructed 25 kilometers, each and every local government. If you go to Karanamode, you see what is happening in Talata Mafara the same, and Maradon also the same. So we thank God for his life, and as I said earlier, we will continue to pray for him to get, because once Yari get, people get.
Distinguished Senator Yari is concerned about the state of his people's health too. He sponsored a free community eye care outreach in Zamfara West Senatorial District. 1,000 people from Anka, Bakura, Bukuyum, Gumi, and Maradon local government areas received treatment for various eye defects, irrespective of their political affiliation. Some of the patients had surgery on their eyes, while others were given glasses or other treatment, all free of charge.
We're going to a short break and we'll be right back. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Account of Stewardship, and on the focus is Zamfara West Senatorial District under the distinguished leadership of Senator Abdul Aziz Yari Abubakar. In the last 1 year, he has done so much that the people are beaming with smiles on his stewardship to the people.
In the area of infrastructure, Senator Yari is sponsoring the construction of the Badoki Bridge in Bukuyum, while plans have reached an advanced stage for the construction of 310 solar-powered boreholes in 62 wards of Zamfara West Senatorial District. In August 2024, the senator took time to visit the flood-ravaged Gumi town, where he condoled with the victims of the disaster. He said a committee had been set up to assess the damage and promised to reconstruct 2,750 houses that were destroyed by the flood, to the delight of the Emir, Justice Lawal Hassan.
There was a time when there was a very serious flood in Gumi local government, which is part of his senatorial district. Initially, he sent a committee to go and condole the people. But when they went there and told him the gravity of the issue, he had to go the following day. He had to cancel all his trip to go to Gumi. And immediately on seeing the situation, he set up a committee to identify the number of houses that were affected. And about 2,750 houses were affected. And he has pledged to rebuild these houses. Right now, a committee is being set up to find out modalities of building these houses. It's either to build the houses for them or to estimate the requirement of each individual household and then to give them money to go and build their houses. This is incredible. This is just in the last 3 months.
Senator Yari also announced immediate relief measures, including 15 trucks of assorted grains, 10,000 blankets, and 5,000 mattresses to bring succor to the residents of the community. Senator Yari says he remains committed to delivering the dividends of democracy to the people.
These are not constituency projects, but all this, the project so far and the empowerment he has done so far came rightly from him and not from the federal government. Although the federal government has also donated 668 bags of fertilizers to the farmers in Zamfara West, where Senator Abdul Aziz represents. Senator Abdul Aziz Yari has promised good governance in Zamfara State, which he has been delivering. Distinguished Senator Abdul Aziz Yari, Senator representing Zamfara West, Zamfara State, has successfully given out 1,700 scholarships to Zamfara citizens. He has also given out 200 million naira to the people that is affected by cholera outbreak in Zamfara West. And also, he has given out 68,000 trucks of fertilizers to empower the farmers to ensure food security in the state. Distinguished Senator Abdul Aziz Yari major concerns is about basic amenities given to the citizens of Zamfara State, and also to ensure that the Zamfara women are empowered and which they can sustain and support their family. He has done so much for the people of Zamfara State and as well as the entire other state in the northern region of Nigeria. We are not surprised about his activities in the state because if you could remember during the golden era of the governors, as the chairman of the governors forum, he has been able to unify the governors and the entire nation by his leadership, the quality of his leadership. In this very dispensation as a senator representing Zamfara West, he has successfully given out free medical treatment to the people of Zamfara State. which comprises eye treatment, glasses, and medication to enable Zamfara women. He's not empowering people because he's a politician. He's a born leader who has always been willing to address issues. And the issues which he addresses are mostly basics. Women and children are his major concerns.
In the educational sector, Senator Abdulaziz Yari is quietly touching lives across the state by helping indigent students.
And just so recent, he told me, Senator Kara, please, I want to help our educationally disadvantaged parents in the state, not only Senatorial district. And he told me that he wanted to sponsor 1,700 indigent students to universities across the country. And then he asked me to chair that responsibility. Right now we have constituted a 14-man committee. We have been meeting. We have told the people of the state what he wanted to do. We have printed forms for prospective beneficiaries. We have established an office. We have purchased vehicles, for invigilation, for supervision, to make sure that the students who are given scholarship are on the universities. And the content of this scholarship is this: he will pay, first of all, he will pay the tuition fees for all the 1,500 until they finish their studies. Those will undergo 3-year program, 4-year program, 5-year program, and 6-year program, which may include law, pharmacy, and medicine. So he will sponsor the entire 1,700 from day one to the last day they graduate. And that is huge amount of money. So right now I'm chairing that committee, and we have set everything in motion. We are waiting for JAM to release admissions and then get confirmation, then we sponsor. We have divided it according to the local government. We have been very, very careful. We have said we have 14 local governments. So his constituency has six local governments. So we allocated 150 to each of his 6 local governments. Okay. Then for the remaining 8 local governments, we have allocated 100 per local government. Wow. So that makes 1,700. Yes. There is no any dividend of democracy more than this.
Senator Abdulaziz Yari Abubakar is sponsoring 149 students just in Federal Government College, Anka. He's paying for school fees and almost everything. The parents only send the students to the school. And again, he sponsored 10 graduates from Zamfara to participate in that 1-year skills development program. And at the end of every month, we were giving to those on training stipends in order for them to eat and sustain themselves here in Abuja. So this kind of thing. And again, currently he established a committee that is charged with the responsibility of getting qualified indigenes of Zamfara, particularly orphans and indigent children, 1,700, a minimum of 100 from every local government and maximum of 150 from those local government within his constituency. They are going to be sponsored. They will, the committee will get admission for them from Nigerian universities. His Excellency will pay for their school fees. He will be giving them money for their upkeep till they graduate. It's going to be one-off anyway. 1,700 students, one-off till they graduate. You hardly get anybody that is doing this kind of thing. Paid complete school fees for one student that is schooling at a Nigerian university, reading medicine. He's in his final year, he cannot pay, the parents don't have money to pay. Luckily enough, he came through one of our politicians to the attention of His Excellency, and his school fees was paid. So this is almost on a daily basis. Payment of this kind of interventions is almost on a daily basis.
Yari's eyes are not only on students, he is reaching out to those seeking gainful employment too, regardless of where they come from in the state.
Abdulaziz Yari Abubakar did a lot in terms of getting employment for indigenes of Zamfara State and the indigenes in particular of his constituency.
As Senator Yari enters the second year in the Senate, the rest of his tenure looks quite promising. Hajia Zuweria Abdusalam Abubakar says he is determined to reduce the number of out-of-school children in Zamfara State as a matter of priority.
He's a born leader who has always been willing to address issues. And he's also planning now to see how he can move children out of the streets back to the classroom. He has so far given out 1,700 scholarships to university students in Zamfara State. And a lot more is expected from him, which we know that he's going to be delivered as APC leader in Zamfara State.
In the area of his legislative duties in the Senate, Senator Abdulaziz Yari says the Committee on Water Resources, which he chairs, is ready to work with the executive to improve the sector.
We're well aware that water is life, and the responsibility of government to give a clean, affordable drinking water to our people, at the same time to establish water for industrial use such as energy, irrigation, and transport. We are going to work closely with the executive, that by extension the ministry and the agencies, so as that the committee work to a greater height.
At an investment summit on the sidelines of the United Nations General Assembly held recently in New York, Senator Abdulaziz Yari Abubakar received the prestigious award of Global Man of the Year 2024 in recognition of his outstanding humanitarian service.
2024 Global Man of the Year to my brother, and a very articulate and a consummate leader of the 10th Assembly, former governor of Zamfara State, and established philanthropist. I can attest to that. Senator Abdulaziz Yari for humanitarian and excellence leadership. Today, September 24, 2024, at the high-profile summit on economic, trade, and investment in New York, United States of America.
Well, that's it on account of stewardship, and you can see how the people of Zamfara West Senatorial District are enjoying the dividends of democracy. And the man is even magnanimous enough to stretch some of it to other parts of the states. There are interventions that he did, and he covered all the 14 local governments of the state. Kudos to the people of Zamfara West Senatorial District, and we hope to see more of this coming from our senators and House of Reps members. Just good leadership, that's all the people are asking for. Governance, dividends of democracy, and we're happy people. Nigerians are happy people. Anytime, any day. So let's keep keeping our leaders accountable. My name is Mayowa Oluwabi. Till I come your way again next week. Stay safe.